every people has a right to develop according to their own values and standards. And what we've seen with European colonialism of the Western Hemisphere is the ossification and the maldevelopment and underdevelopment of not just the entire hemisphere, but specifically Latin America. And so when I think about that question of what does it mean to bury the Monroe Doctrine, thinkers such as Amilcar Cabral, who called for the return to the source, come to mind. He meant return to the source, not a return to the past or like a kind of idealized sort of utopian society that one may find in indigenous communities or imagined to be indigenous communities that never really existed. But the idea that every human group in the world universally develops according to their own needs and principles. And so when he's saying returning to the source, he means returning to that source of development, of correct development according to the values of society and the needs of society. And what we see today in Latin America is the sort of delinking and the breaking of those chains that have ossified the development of Latin American peoples, not just nations, but the peoples that make up those nations. You can look at indigenous people, you can look at Afro-descendant people, you can just look at everyday people and how they're trying to construct a society that returns to that source, that reflects and is an articulation of their values and their systems. I think that's what it means to bury the Monroe Doctrine. It's not going to happen here in Washington, D.C. It's not going to happen here in the halls of Congress. It's going to happen on the streets, in the campo. It's going to happen in the fields. It's going to happen in the countryside. And we're already seeing that mobilization with, the people power and the development of democracy from below with an articulation in the state.